Hey folks, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review, or I should say rant, on Tremors 5 Bloodlines, which at first I didn't even know this film was out. I thought it was coming out like around Halloween, but imagine my surprise, it actually came out a bit earlier. Now, I was curious about it because I am a Tremors fan. I've reviewed all of the other Tremors films. If I can remember, I'm going to put the links down below to those reviews because I love the first one. Love the first one. Kevin Bacon, Fred Ward. We killed it. Fuck you. Um, Stampede, Earl. Stampede, get out of the way. Get out of the way. You dumb shit. Well, come on. Is it three or more? More? Yeah. How many does it take to have a stampede? How about a stampede up your ass? I mean, I've seen that movie so many times I can recite dialogue from it, although not too great, but I can still remember the dialogue from it. I've just seen that film so much. I thought the chemistry between the leads were great. Fred Ward, Kevin Bacon. I thought the effects were very well done. It was a nice nod to the 50s movies, but it had a great sense of humor to it. Michael Gross, even Reba McEntire. Just a very capable cast, great location of perfection, Nevada. Just wonderful movie, favorite of mine. And Tremors 2 Aftershocks, I love that sequel. It's a direct-to-video sequel that I think is one of the best direct-to-video. Honestly, it's in my, if I had a list of best direct-to-video films, that would be on it because I think it's a very worthy sequel and it's the best direct-to-video sequel that I can think of. Because I thought, even though Kevin Bacon wasn't there, I thought Fred Ward still did a great job as the lead. Nice to see Michael Gross back in a bigger role than he was in the first one. The new actors filled the roles well. There's still a nice, fun sense of humor. Nice addition of having the Grab Boys, the worms turn, and then you have these things called shriekers that can see through heat, can see the heat of people's bodies with these sensors. And anyway, I did that review. Again, look down below if you want to hear more of my thoughts on Tremors 2. Tremors 3, time waster at best. This is where, okay, it's getting a little bit downhill because now even Fred Ward didn't come back. But it's okay, Michael Groves got shot to be the lead. Okay, and now there's ass blasters, which is pretty much chemicals that unleash and they can glide. And again, step down. But it was nice to see some of the cast, the background characters in the first film come back to that one. Because I see Michael Groves in the lead. And but I mean, not as good as the first two, but time waster. Tremors 4, I fucking hated. I thought it was a stupid idea to put it in the Wild West. Way back in the day, Michael Gross comes back, but he's not even playing the same character because he's playing an ancestor who doesn't like guns and is more uptight. And at the end, he loves guns, and who gives a shit? Again, I ranted on it, and a rant I remember does not give a fuck about. Yeah, I remember put the links down below. Now we get to this film, and I think this film is not the worst. I still leave that to Tremors 4. But it's 1, 2, 3, and then 5 and 4. I should have known because it's directed by fucking Don Michael Paul. And if you don't know who that is, it's the fucking guy who directed Who's Your Caddy? If you don't know what that is, look it up on IMDb. It gets a whole 2.0 out of 10 on IMDb. And I have the DVD. You want to know why? A, it was cheap. And B, because the commentary with the director and Faison Love is fucking funny. And I laugh at it. And I laugh at them. Because they're talking about the film. I'm proud of it. And I'm like, I apologize. But you made a film that's considered one of the worst films ever. 2 out of 10 on IMDb. And it's a really horrible movie. But the commentary, again, is funny. And you also directed Half Past Dead, which at that time could have fucking signaled Steven Seagal's career. It was Half Past Dead. Now it's totally dead. I mean, that's a movie at best is mediocre. That's being kind. Because it's not that good of a movie. Seagal just he does this and a person flips like 50 fucking times, and then Ja Rule seems like he has more fucking fight scenes than Seagal. Anyway, that's another day. So yeah, you get this director. The best thing that fucking guy did, he starred in a film called Rolling Vengeance, a vigilante film where a guy uses a monster truck. Even that film wasn't that great, but so watchable than fucking anything he's directed, including this. The reason I got so pissed is there's a scene where Michael Gross, which he's not the problem with the film, as Burt Gummer. He's been tricked by this asshole because they found these eggs, and the asshole gets the egg, puts Burt into a cage, leaves him out there in the middle of nowhere. As his little montage of him going crazy, his shirt and his pants are off, and he's just pretty much in shorts, or whatever you want to call it. And he spreading urine on his body. Oh, urine is a known insect repellent. And you get the idea that he drank his own urine. And you have a fucking line come out that gets on the cage and pisses in Burt Gummer's face. Michael Gross, either fire your agent or demand something more from your fucking scripts. Be like, hey, I've been in 4 of these fucking movies. And the TV show, by the way, which the first couple episodes I didn't mind of the TV show. And then by the end of it, it's like, didn't need a fucking TV show. And even they know because they're running out of ideas by the end of season 1, the only season they did. You'd be like, you know, I'm not doing this shit. This is fucking stupid. It's not funny. You're a better actor than this, Michael Gross. And again, he's not the problem. I like him in the first 3 movies, and he's not the problem. And the premise is it takes place in South Africa, and they show like these 2 guys out there. One guy falls and says, I think I broke my butt. Yeah, I'm going to break a foot in your ass. And then the one guy pulls the other guy up, and he's pissing himself. So I guess Don Michael Paul likes piss, which makes sense because he's pissing me off. I'll take my dick off and piss in your fucking mouth, Don Michael Paul. Did Diamond Dallas Page to piss on your face? So he pisses himself, and this fucking shitty CGI thing jumps at him, and then an arm gets spit out. And then the titles of the film, of course, Don Michael Paul is a fucking dumbass. He makes the titles look like the first movie. So, again, I've seen the first movie many times. When the Tremors title comes up, and then the titles sort of separate, he repeats that for these titles. And then, right after that, you have a character pissing. In the first film, you had Kevin Bacon doing that. And then he steers the shit out to Fred Ward. Here's Jamie Kennedy. And Jamie Kennedy, well, more like his double, doing all these crazy bite stunts. Because his character's going to do that later, so we got to show that off. And pretty much Jamie Kennedy becomes Michael Gross's new cameraman. And then this guy comes in and says, we're going to fully fund your videos because Burt Gummer wants to now do this show called The Survivalist. And at the very beginning of the film, you see like a little promo for it. Now, Jamie Kennedy, before I go on, I don't mind Jamie Kennedy. I like him in Scream 2 before he died. Jamie Kennedy Experiment, I like that show. I never really had a problem with him. I've heard different stories in conventions. One guy who said he was really nice. Other people said he was really a dick. So I don't know. Conflicting stories, but I never minded his acting. He's not really a problem in this film, but still, it feels like he doesn't belong there either. I mean, it's like, why the fuck is Jamie Kennedy in this? But, I mean, he's not awful, but he has some... He's not really funny either. And I blame the script more than Jamie Kennedy for that. I mean, he's not really given... I can't think of one good line of dialogue he's given. But Jamie Kennedy, he's not the problem. It's just, and Michael Gross isn't the problem. These two guys are. I mean, if you hate Jamie Kennedy, then I don't think he's going to win you over. But I don't think they're the problem. It's just a shitty script and a shitty director, and then some horrendous, piss poor fucking CGI. Because that's another thing. This film has no practical effects. The first two films have practical effects. Part 3, I can't remember actually. But there are no practical effects in this movie. If there are, then I must have fucking blinked out and missed it. Or I'm sorry that I have to blink, once in a while when I'm watching an hour and 39-minute movie. That's another thing. This film felt long. Maybe it's not the longest of the Tremors films, but it certainly felt like the longest. The reason I hate Tremors 4 more is because it didn't even have no one I liked, even Michael Gross, because he's not playing the same character. He's playing another character who I did not like. Here, at least Michael Gross, Jamie Kennedy, they're doing the best that they can, but... And nothing much happens either. They get there to South Africa. They talk with some of the locals. There's one guy who's a dick, who was there when the other guy got killed. And I think one of Jamie's lines is, "House life in the Thunderdome." I'm like, is this a Beyond Thunderdome reference? I'm like, I guess the other guy's here. I guess. This girl zapping worms gets Jamie Kennedy to eat a worm. For African tradition, is not really. Ha 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 ha. This dig site, these two people are taking a shower. It's because when you do a dig site, you find bones. I guess you want a bone. Because you get naked, you see no tits, and we're going to do it outside in the shower. It's a shower that's outside. And then they get killed by shaky cam and editing. Because you don't see the worm, you just see one guy go, ah, ah, and then the girl goes, ah, ah, and then, and the girl, and then blood splatters or something, and then they're gone. They're gone, McCready. They're fucking gone. And then they find some of the... They go to the dig site. They see some blood there. They find what the dig site went, that there were fossils of the graboids that are there. And I think someone says, "We don't need a big-ass cage." And then they're hunting this ass blaster, the Hunsa Knight, and they gave it a different look. And I swear, at times, with some of the scenes of these things, they were trying to rip off Deep Rising. Because the new look that they gave, when I looked at some of the later on, interesting idea, but maybe in a better movie or a better Tremors movie, those tentacles in the mouth of the graboid? Well, I guess they can actually leave, and at least these worms, because they're different. The graboids are different as well. These are ones that can jump out and twist like they're fucking Free Willy. Free my Willy over this fucking movie's face. And again, done in shitty CGI, horrendous CG. But yeah, I mean, the ass blaster, I mean, they all look different. There's more teeth in front, and it has the heat sensor, and there's this one big guy, it takes the big guy, and then they follow it to a bridge, and Michael Gross walks onto the bridge, and the thing was using the guy's bait. It flies away, jumps on the vehicle. Michael Gross throws a machete at it, and I guess it hits it. I didn't really see it, but I guess the sound effect says it, and I guess it hurt it. I don't know if it killed it. They leave, they get back to deal with the other people. Well, more like him, the asshole who sent them there, and then the asshole with them. So yeah, most of these supporting characters fucking suck ass, in my opinion. But I didn't shitty dialogue. What's that? You sure as hell ain't Mickey Mouse. You give a Michael Gross stupid dialogue like this. He shoots at the ass blaster, blows it up, and it falls on the one dumbass. Which, granted, he's an asshole, but it's like, okay, you would think Michael Gross would at least have some kind of feeling. You shot the thing, you blew it up, and because of that, it fell on a guy and killed him. Granted, the guy is a dick, but you at least some kind of remorse or some kind of something. It's like even the character knew that this movie fucking sucked, so he stopped giving a shit. Oh, I blew this ass blaster up and it fell on this one dickhead. Oh, I'm not gonna feel bad about it. Tough shit. And they realize it has one of these eggs. And then the asshole who sent him there, he turns traitor, steals it, cages Bert, because he wants to sell that egg to the black market. And this is where, again, Michael Gross acting a fool, going crazy. I feel bad for Michael Gross. Oh, I'm drinking urine, I'm on my face, and a fucking lion comes out and pees on him. And then Jim Candy comes in, finds him, and for some fucking reason, he doesn't. Because earlier, yeah, the stupid, useless love thing, like Jamie Kennedy lights a local, and then this other guy lights the girl, and they only do like 40 seconds of it, so it's pretty fucking worthless. And then Jamie Kennedy shows that he has a gun. When he does the scene here, I'm like, why don't you use that gun and shoot the lock off the cage? Or, fuck, like later, he just takes a crowbar or kick it open. No. He decides to get a fucking hook from the truck, put it on, and drive and drag Michael Gross in this cage. It's not like they're in a rush, like, oh my god, it's coming for us. We don't have time to do this. No, that's not established. And that's what I'm thinking. Jimmy Kennedy, why didn't you shoot the lock off? Jimmy Kennedy, why don't you use a crowbar, which you use later? Jimmy Kennedy, why don't you kick it? Jimmy Kennedy, why are you driving the whole fucking thing? Because you're not in a rush. There's nothing coming after you. But hey, what do I know, right? And then it cuts between the locals, like this woman who likes to shoot with fucking crossbows, bow and arrow as if she's fucking Rambo. Even, having some of them on fire. And her little girl and this guy who likes her. The guy who likes her and the little girl are dealing with an ass blaster in a kitchen as if it's fucking Jurassic Park. And then you see some arrows go through it and the woman killed it. And it cuts back to Michael Gross and Jimmy Kennedy chasing the asshole who left Michael Gross there. And you see these tentacles that look like the fucking serpents from fucking Deep Rising. And that CG looked better than this. And Michael Gross able to shoot one. But then the big ass worm comes, jumps, swirls again like it's fucking killer whale, Free Willy, kills the guy. And then for some reason it comes back to when it's with Michael Gross, Jamie Kennedy. For some reason, Jamie Kennedy, he's all dirtied up. He's got blood and gunk on him. Why? When Bird shot the serpent, they were like way far away. So it's like it's one shot, he's perfectly fine. And the next shot, he's dirtied up, has gunk. I'm like, was there a scene that was cut out? Maybe all the cutout scenes were the good parts of the movie. Don Michael Paul said, no. No, I'm the director of Who's Your Caddy. Knock that shit off. There's a cave. Oh, that's probably where the nest is. Jamie Kennedy's like, I'm gonna go there. Lights flare. Says a shitty line that's pretty much a crap version of the line in Die Hard. Let's go to Africa, have some laughs, eat some game. I'm like, yeah, great job on doing a shitty job of the dialogue in Die Hard. Come up to the coast, get together, have a few laughs. Let's go to Africa, have some laughs, eat some game. That's really lame. Who do I blame? All the fucking same. Don Michael Paul. For going, that dialogue sucks. Let's not do that. He finds the eggs. There's one chasing after him, ass blaster. I guess there's no Shrieker's version of these new worms. I guess not. So he throws his phosphorus grenade, gets out of there. This chopper comes. Co-pilot gets dragged away. The pilot gets dragged in by the big creature. And later on, find out he lived. Kind of like Michael Gross lived in Tremors 3, but at least that kind of made sense in the fact, well, that's our main character, and kind of done in a fun way, where the other character had to chainsaw through it to get Michael Gross out of there. Here, who the fuck gives a shit about the chopper guy? We saw him in like one scene. He had like 5 sentences and he was drinking. But yet you don't let this guy live? I mean, did you really think that this was an audience favorite? We can't kill him, we'll just fake it. But before the pilot who you think is dead, who you don't give a fuck about, but apparently the director did, some more shitty lines of dialogue. Michael Gross says, "Oh, this is a bag of dicks." Bag of dicks? Yeah, I wish I had a bag of dicks to slap in Don Michael Paul's mouth and the person who wrote this. You know what? I'm gonna fucking find out who the fuck wrote this. Should have done that from the beginning. I'm gonna fucking laugh if it's the same guy. I am gonna laugh if it's the same guy. Am I gonna laugh? Is it the same guy? The fuck? Writing credits. Story, M.A. Deuce. Yeah, Deuce. As in shit. C.J. Strabor. Yeah, bore as in fucking boring. William Truesmith. Yeah, this is truthfully a shitty movie. And John Whelpley. Whelp. Isn't that when you get hit, you have a whelp on your fucking forehead? Might as well do that. You have 3 people coming up with the story, and this guy wrote the script, and I mean, he did the teleplay of Tremors 3. Like I said, Tremors 3 is a time waster at best. No, we can't get the guys who, wrote the first 2, which are the best. Maybe they knew that this is a series that did not need 5 fucking movies and a TV show. I know there's actually a Tremors book, which I am curious about. I put on my Amazon wish list because I really want to grab that, because there's not too many documentaries on the making of the film, especially my favorites, the first 2. I mean, there's some features on the first one, but could be a lot more. I'd rather talk about that than this movie, but fuck it. So after Michael Gross says this is a bag of dicks, I mean, yeah, I'm looking at one. They gotta run with the cow to get to the chopper, because the chopper has rockets on it. They shoot the rockets into the cave, blow it up. And oh my god, the pilot, who we don't give a fuck about, is alive. I guess he's alive so that he can fly them out of there. And you see all these clues throughout where Jamie Kennedy mentions Florida and, oh, you're at a gun show in Florida? And I'm thinking, like, each time he puts this one, I'm like, oh, really? Is this what we're going with? Are you serious? And yes, you find out that Jamie Kennedy is the son of Michael Gross's character. And that 40 years ago at Florida, he was at a gun show and had a fling with someone, and he's the result. Which honestly, I don't mind the idea of Michael Gross having a son. I wish it was in a better movie. I wish it was in a better sequel. Wish it had a better writers. Wish it had better directors. And I'm getting to the end of the movie, and there's been no fucking action, by the way. What action? A quick shot of a guy, oh shit, and an arm got spit out. Two people in a shower that got killed from shaky cam. A pilot who got eaten by a shitty CGI and then later spit out. And then before that, the douchebag who got killed Free Willy style. And then before that, oh, I killed one ass blaster. And before that, oh, I threw a machete. And then someone in there, oh, these two people, a kid and a guy we don't give a fuck about, recreating the scene from Jurassic Park with the Raptors, except with a shitty looking ass blaster. Shitty design and shitty CGI. I don't know why they decided to change the look, because it's like, have you seen Deep Rising? Make it look like them, and then have even more, have some piss poor CG. Fuck, we don't need a practical effects. We shoot in South Africa. I don't know why the fuck that make a difference, but the ending. This little girl who had the last egg is surrounded by the ton serpents. Jamie Candy's riding on his motorcycle. Bert shoots a couple of them. The big mama comes in. Jamie keeps the octopi motorcycle. The big plan is they know that every day at a certain time, lightning shows up. So they pretty much build this thing to make it rise up and lightning shoot. This is as fucking dumb as the ending of Jaws 4. It's how to say I think I wear the Ross Jaws 4. But this gets the pass. I don't know why. Fucking lightning shoots down as if God said, let this movie end already. Shoots down and kills the mama graboid. Fucking lightning shoots down. And yeah, it's shitty looking. CG lightning kills the CGI shitty looking version design of a graboid. And then Michael Gross is going to have Jamie be his cameraman still. And then during the end credits, it shows that the Survivalist promo now has both of them, father and son. And I'm like, you know what? I don't mind. Michael Gross and Jamie Caddy deserve a better movie. The father and son thing and those two deserve a better movie. Better script. Better supporting cast, because the rest of the cast sucks. Better writers, because there's not one single line of dialogue that works. All the writing is horrible, shitty, unfunny, disrespectful to Michael Gross. Make him do a fucking scene where he's half naked, having a lion piss in his face for comedy effect. Don Michael Paul, you fucking idiot. Yeah, I mean, Tremors 4, I hated everything about it here. Michael Gross and Jamie Kennedy cannot save this movie. I mean, the action. Oh, the action. What action? What action? Please tell me what action was good. Which scenes? This shitty looking CGI Free Willy style? Honestly, you changed two things, this would have been. I want to say, I mean, I don't give a fuck what I was going to say. I don't give a fuck what I'm even thinking. I just want to end this review, this rant. I think this is a piece of shit. Stop making Tremors movies. Four sucked. The TV show. Honestly, that could have just been like a little TV movie. Honestly. Or it could have been one of those Yeah, we just don't come back for like 5, 6 episodes, and they're a little thing, kind of like what they're doing with Ash versus Evil Dead, or even the X Files. They just have a little group. But you didn't even need a TV show at all. It didn't need fucking. You really only needed 2 movies. The third movie, I didn't watch this time waster. I think it's harmless. But after that, no 4, not this one. Let it be done. I'm sure they'll just do a fucking remake. And I know there was one time Kevin Bacon said he'd be interested in coming back to do a Tremors. Well, I'm sure if he sees this, he'd probably change his fucking mind. Oh, Michael Gross, what's he been up to? Oh, lion's pissing on his face. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna pass. Nah, never mind what I just said. No more. I'm not gonna come back for Tremors. Yeah, I don't understand what's so good about this movie. I have no idea. I have no idea. Michael Gross, Jimmy Kennedy. You guys, again, I don't hate Jimmy Kennedy. Michael Gross, I like as an actor. You guys deserve better. A lot better. And that's the way it is. So, if you like the film, good on you. I don't get it, but to each their own. I think this is a pile of shit. And I didn't think I'd be ranting on it this much. I thought, oh, maybe it'd be a time waster like part 3, and no, it's fucking. Especially when it got to that scene where it's like, he's bathing himself in piss, he's drinking piss, and he has a lot of piss in his face. Okay, now you're pissing on my face. You're fucking pissing me off. I'm getting pissed off. Now I want to fucking cool off, and I want to fucking jack off over Don Michael Paul's face. I guess that's the way to end it.